Greetings, Entities and Guardians, my name is HyperHimes and welcome back to Tickling Kingdom, where I'm going to be continuing on with this little storyline over here in regards to, what the plebit it is. Exciting Tribals, that's what it is. Now, of course, there are some other bonus missions over here, but that requires doing things like playing Summer Campfire Night, which I definitely should do, and also using the Cookie Gacha 10 times, which, well, of course, after I do the plumbing video for Lemon Cookie, sure, it just gives me that. But who cares? I want to see if I can get to like 2 more bits of the story, because usually, like, I was planning on the first video that I did with this. I went through only 2, but I was intending to go through 3. However, the cutscenes were like relatively long enough to the point where I was just like, well, I guess, you know what, 2 is going to make for just a good amount of time for the video. I would assume so, at least. I'm hoping it does. But still, while I'm going through this, I will be trying to read comments on the video Hollyberry Kingdom's Secret Garden minigame returns, because, you know, it's the second time we got that. And if you want to leave a question in comments down in the comment section below for me to read out on videos, then feel free to do so, because it could be a random question, or a random comment, or a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator, and creator to community, then that's what's gonna have, oh, man. I suck at speaking today. But that's what matters the most. And just to start it off quickly, there's just a few small comments that I'll read. One from Tatsugiri saying, ironically, I thought Berry Jump was easier, and this one's super duper hard. Really? I didn't think it was that hard. I actually managed to get like max level on this within like a certain amount of time. You just kind of got to get a good feel of it. Marshmallow Activity also says, I never asked, how do you like my new handle? You mean Marshmallow Activity? I mean, as long as you're happy with it, then I think that's all that matters. But me personally, I think Marshmallow is a cool Pokemon. I mean, because I'm pretty sure Generation 7, was it 6? I think it was 6. No, I think it was 7. Right? Yeah, 7 was Diancie, I'm trying to think. 6 was Diancie. 7 had both Marshmallow and Magearna. I think I always preferred Magearna, but Marshmallow is actually pretty cool too. Also, one more from Jack the Hack says, question of the day, I think it would be really funny if they add a school simulator to the game as a minigame for White Lily update for absolutely no reason. So you're telling me you want to bring back the plumbing April Fool's like school event? Like that, Romance Kingdom. That's what they're going to be doing. Okay, I see where you're coming from. Anyway, fantastical fireworks. After turning the island into a hideout and decorating it, the cookies look forward to the celebratory fireworks show. Where the pleb did they get the fireworks? I have no idea, but they probably committed some crimes to get them.
Promise you'll always be on my team? Even though I know I can't make you.
and there's just pirates now, okay.
Whoa! Look at those ships! They're so big and cool!
Wow, there are 2? Imagine throwing a fancy cruise ship party on one of them.
Hey! Let us on board!
Surely they can't hear you from here. You have to yell louder!
Let us on board! Let us on board!
Sailed away. Those ships are faster than you think.
A party, huh? Hey, I've got an idea! Why don't we invite everyone over once our hideout is complete? We could throw a bear jelly party for everyone!
I don't know. I'm not sure if there are cookies who can handle this heat on the island.
Well, we could make refreshments for everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna whip up the best citrus juice ever!
Citrus juice? Oh, hoppity hop! I'll have one in a chilled glass.
And I know just the recipe. 51% orange juice and 49% lime juice.
Psh, lime juice? Save that for avocados.
Say what now?
Don't you know? There's grapefruit-ade, lemonade, orange juice, but nobody wants to drink straight lime juice.
That's like your opinion, Grapefruit Cookie, and one I didn't ask for?
But you can't deny the fact that limes are not sweet at all, only sour. Now that I think about it, aren't limes just unripe lemons?
Grapefruit, why are you trying to start drama over here over limes?
Lemons.
Yeah.
Unripe lemons. Look me in the eye and say it one more time. What did you just call limes?
I mean, it's true. Limes and lemons are basically the same, just like oranges and grapefruits.
Yeah. Here's a little secret. They're basically the same, but they're not the same. And that's why you can enjoy both.
Cookies, stop it! Let's just add a quarter of juice from each fruit. I bet it's gonna turn out amazing.
You know what? I've got something to say as well. Grapefruit Cookie, what makes you think you're better than us?
Huh? What's that now?
You always pop over and say all sorts of mean things about our games. And when Orange Cookie invites you, you just turn around and storm off. You know, it looks a bit as if you're simply jealous of our friendship. You've got nobody to play with, don't you? Well, big surprise. You can't play ball games alone.
So, when's that juice coming?
Dude, I can't wait to call this video, like, the drama starts to unfold or something, because, like, now, here's the thing. I may not know, like, at least with this update, especially with the voice, they gave Lime Cookie a lot more personality and stuff, but let me tell you something. From what I can understand about Lime Cookie, you don't want to upset someone like that. She will get on you and start sassing. Start sassafrassing all over the place. But that's why I actually really like her character. She's one of my most favorite cookies in, at least OvenBreak. But that's just from my opinion. Anywho, the next part happens to be boing. I wonder who this could relate to. Do the books okay, no, I'm looking at the books don't change. But I actually kind of like how it shows everyone who's associated, I think. Bam, 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 just on there. I thought it just showed one cookie depending on, or like the cookies who were a part of the story, but then again, all of them are part of the stories, but considering how I thought this said, well, it does say boing. Man, I suck at this. Considering how it says boing, I thought it only had a cutscene related to Marshmallow Bunny. But before we continue on, just to get a few more comments out in the way, there's one having to be from Oro7 saying, my highest was like 18 million. I got like 2 level 14s, and I was sad that I didn't get to 20 mil. At least you got 2 level 14s. You basically get up to the max level of buildings. That was kind of like my point of doing it. Also, Alice Does Many Things says, to be honest, why does your new raid sprite look like he's trying to pick up a fight with me? Also, I don't know why, but I've been feeling kind of down lately. Well, first of all, it kind of feels like he is trying to pick a fight, but the thing is, this sprite, he's of course gonna pick a fight with whoever or whatever he's trying to rant about. Though on the reality though, I hope you do feel better. Like, I know everyone's gonna have their moments where they're gonna feel down, but hopefully you can have some days that are brighter, filled with more things that can excite you, and you can just genuinely be a part of them to be a part of some nice activities that you can have fun with. But that's all I can hope for. And another comment happens to be from Plebing. Oh, and this one left a few, but I'll just read one from Draco saying, personally, I would like a game mode. Basically, it's like the My Cookie quiz game, but more complex without associating the My Cookie in Town Square. Basically, like a single player version without any janky My Cookie controls and gives better rewards. Oh, and also a tower defense system that uses certain cookies would be very fun. I feel like the quiz system might be a little bit more confusing, but a tower defense game mode actually sounds really, really fun. I could actually see a lot of people getting a jam out of that. It makes me really sad that like most of these mini games are like only exclusive to one update. Or at least if they are exclusive to multiple updates, you're usually like spaced out within multiple months, so you're not going to play them instantly. But hopefully they can have like a feature where they can bring back. I don't know, but anyway, boing! Grapefruit Cookie is troubled by the thought that all of her relationships end up falling apart. Marshmallow Bunny Cookie decides to bring Grapefruit Cookie somewhere, but where do they go? Please, away from the drama, that's all we're hoping.
How embarrassing. Yeah, knew it. Always the fifth wheel. Crumbs, why did I stick around? How many times did I tell myself not to? Why am I such a fool? Why on earth, bread?
Huh? Come again?
I said, I want to run away and hide in the smallest hidey hole ever!
Oh, I can make that happen easy peasy. Give me just a second.
Marshmallow Bunny, no. What?
What?
Huh?
Grapefruit Cookie! Marshmallow Bunny Cookie! They just vanished!
Huh? Where are we?
Aw, you said you wanted to run away. That's why I brought you to a nearby island. Or do you wish to go back to the Cookie Kingdom?
No. I'm good. I just want to be alone, 'cause that's what I'm made for.
Excellent choice. So long. Ooh, a cavern. I wonder what's inside.
Yeah, leave me be. You know nothing about me anyway. Even I can't figure out my own feelings. I never should have followed everyone to that island. I should have kept avoiding them. That's what I do best. I just really thought the citrus hideout was a fun idea. So I let my guard down. I thought that maybe if I was just a bit sweeter, I could be like her. Guess I just wanted to be around.
You always pop over and say all sorts of mean things about our games, and when Orange Cookie invites you, you just turn around and storm off.
I've no idea what I'm supposed to feel. I don't even know what I want.
Oh, hello, Mr. Giant Choco Crab. Do you like tickles? I bet you do. I bet you do.
I don't know if... How do I say this? I don't know if Marshmallow Bunny understands what logic is. Because she really just, like, said, hey, do you want to go somewhere all alone? Alright, I got you. And then when Grapefruit was just like, I just want to be left alone. She's just like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna go into this cave. And then while Grapefruit was having this, like, whole dark monologue, she's tickling a crab. I don't know who tickles a crab, but that's either the most blessed or cursed thing I've ever heard. You know, I can get down with, like, watching videos of crabs eating, like, potato chips and stuff like that, because, you know, they're actually very adorable, but, like, can crabs feel tickles? These are questions I should not be asking myself. And also, we have another bunny tunnel, which is for, Grapefruit, which says, visit a random island 3 times. I wonder if I could dedicate all of these to, like, the story, like, maybe, like, an aftermath, and I could see, better, maybe they can unlock, like, certain cutscenes or something? I don't know, might be unique. But before I get to the next cutscene, because this one was actually a little bit, these ones were a little bit shorter, I'll do, like, one more, and then that should be fine for ending the video off. But, just to get some comments out of the way, obviously, one from Sonic Gamer says, I actually managed to get level 12 earlier today, never got to that level in the, merging minigame last time. Oh, well, you know, that's perfect. I'm glad that you were able to manage to make it that far, and hopefully you made it to level 14. Silly Vanilla also says, a minute ago? Wow. Yeah, you ended up making it real fast over here. Lennon Geode says, this version of the minigame is easier for me than the previous one. I honestly do agree. I think it's easier and better to manage. Seven Master Gamer says, ooh, question of the day. Shoot 'em up style. In the form of a classic arcade game, like Galaga, for example. You mean like a space shooter? Man, could you imagine if we actually ended up getting minigames that were like the fake Cookie Run has? I wouldn't be surprised, but that'd be probably very easy to code. And also, Indictation says, question of the day, I suppose a classic Cookie Clicker, where if you're a fast tapper, then you can get rewards for certain milestones. Honestly, I like that idea too, like a Cookie Clicker-esque game mode. I could see that happening for both, you know, Google Play games or even, you know, the phone version, which obviously you gotta optimize it being on the phone, but that's actually really smart, I like that. But for the last video, or not, the last cutscene for the video, we have this one which is just like them. Orange Cookie and Lemon Cookie go looking for the 2 missing cookies. Orange Cookie, searching the forest, recalls her first time meeting Lemon Cookie when they were young. What a precious memory. I was about to say, well, I mean, Grapefruit Cookie's missing. Who's the other one? I was like, Marshmallow Bunny's, you know, she's missing too. But like, is she really? Cause she doesn't feel missing. She can just teleport back.
Grapefruit Cookie! Grapefruit Cookie! Aw, where could she be?
Since she walked into that bunny tunnel, I bet her chances to find her around here are pretty slim.
Right. And now Lime Cookie is so upset she won't come out of her tent. And we were supposed to have a great time together. This whole situation reminds me of the first time we met. Do you remember?
The first time we met?
Yeah.
They look really adorable.
Huh? Who are you?
Don't come close! Huh? My electric current will zap you if you come near me. It's dangerous, so stay away.
Huh? But, no, wait! Take my hand!
What?
Oh, whoa!
Ugh, I warned you! Go away!
Phew! That was energizing! Feels like I just got zestier!
Back then, I also found you in the middle of the woods, remember? Thanks to your charge up, I hit my zestiest smash ever. I couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, I remember.
It's strange, though. Hard to believe it was so long ago. It still feels like yesterday. Everything seems exactly the same, even though so many things have changed.
You, seem the same to me.
Back then, I could barely send the ball beyond the net. And now we're friends with Lime Cookie and Grapefruit Cookie, too. But both of them got mad at each other. You know, I've always thought it was strange how Grapefruit Cookie kept sticking around, even though she made a point she didn't want to play with us. I wonder why. If she really thought tennis and volleyball were so dull, why did she hang around?
Indeed.
There's nothing better than making new friends. Don't you agree, Lemon Cookie? It hits you like a giant, refreshing wave of joy. So why don't we help Grapefruit Cookie feel like she really is our good friend? I bet she'd like that.
I'm not sure everyone would be as accepting as you. But sure, why not?
I like how Lemon Cookie's like the realist here. It's like, you know, I know you really want to make friends, you know, with Grapefruit, but considering what Lime Cookie's feeling, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be people who, like, deny this. Like, the only one who would realistically super much agree with you is probably Marshmallow Bunny, but then again, you could tell her that, like, an earthquake is happening, and she thinks a whole rave is going on. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what that's, like, the realistic portion of it. But anyway, apparently there's only 3 more bits of the story, but we'll be leaving that for another video because we have Lucky Bunny, which looks pretty energizing because it revolves both around Marshmallow Bunny and Grapefruit. But we'll be saving that for the next time because apparently we also get, what are these? Trial ground ticket? Oh yeah, that! I nearly forgot about the new trial ground stuff. Can't wait to make a video on that. Anyways, with that being said, before I end the video, we'll just get a few more comments out of the way, but just a few more, because you never know. There's one from Clipping John Doe saying, not kidding, I beat it on my first try, it's actually easy. I do agree, it's easier, but I think that's better. The Derp left a comment saying, you could cheese by pressing the buttons clockwise or counterclockwise. As long as you don't get, like, super stuck and you just don't spam the button all the time, I think it is pretty easy to cheese. Truthless Recluse says, the Bite-Mare event got easier? What the fuck was the Bite-Mare? Did you mean Nightmare? I hope you meant like that. It exists. Spell check. Anyway, another comment from Minty Custard Clan, or Chester Clan says, a Whack-A-Mole minigame, or like a Pokemon Puzzle League game. I would agree with that, but they added like a certain Whack-A-Mole game to, like, you know, both OvenBreak in the Plumbing Teeny Ping event, and also they did it now with the first anniversary of Tower Adventures, and also the Puzzle League. Isn't that just Witch's Castle? I don't know. Anyways, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and end the video right here. So if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends who enjoy my Kick Around content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe? And also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And also down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I get the Kick Around YouTube staff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise so you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content that you wouldn't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will be seeing you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.